It's Shawn Lam here for Streaming Media Producer at NAB 2016. I'm here with Bob from Blackmagic Design, and we're talking today about the URSA Studio Viewfinder, as well as some of the products along the workflow line there. But what can you tell us first about this product?
So what we did here was we created this viewfinder designed for the URSA Mini. So provide the sort of the higher end viewfinder that the broadcasters were asking, because when we added, they wanted the original studio camera, like, oh, you should put a B4 mount on it. Well, what we did was we decided that we built the PL version of the URSA Minis in the 4K and the 4K and the 4.6K sensor. Now it has the port on the side, so you can power and control the lenses from the B4 lenses. And we have a mount that we can put on our own adapter for B4 adapter. And so now you have the whole thing. Now it's a full-on, live studio environment, and the ability to actually pivot the viewfinder. I can hold the viewfinder and move the camera around, so a lot of the features that the guys would look for with knobs and buttons, so it's not a touch screen, it's really designed to be used with the knobs and the buttons, and you have presets and things like that. So it's really taking it to a whole nother level. I mean, at the price point of $17.95, that's inexpensive for those guys, but that's the cost of a studio camera. So, but it has a lot of features that the high-end guys want.
So that was one of the challenges with the studio camera, is the mount not being B4 and some of the studio and the broadcast guys wanting that. And so this seems like an elegant solution because it already has the B4 mount. You've had to upgrade the firmware to accommodate part of the workflow, which is with the ATEM software, or the ATEM switchers. Can you tell us about that? Yeah,
so the ATEM switcher software and the camera software, we've upgraded both to be able to control the studio cameras from the ATEMs, and also in the ATEM software, we're able to play back hyperdeck clips. So we can control 4 hyperdecks. So this way, we really have an end-to-end solution that integrates not only the cameras, but also the hyperdecks all into that live environment.
What are the primary benefits of using the ATEM controls with a studio camera?
Well, you get DaVinci color grading. So I mean, you're able to actually do really good grading of the cameras, which everyone loves, and you get the full functionality of the tally. Return video, return audio, intercom. I mean, you get all the tools that you need.
Because that's one of the challenges when you put an assortment of camcorders together in a studio environment, is you can't match them easily. You can't grade them, color grade them from the controller standpoint. It has to be in camera, and it's just not the same. And that's really where a studio camera is. That is what a studio camera is, right?
Absolutely. Plus, like during a live environment, if you're outside especially, you need to shade the cameras during, a shot. So, I mean, this really gives you the full live environment solution that you're looking for.
Okay. Now, on the ATEM side, you talked about the hyperdeck. So, playback as well as instant replay is now a possibility. Correct. How does that work?
So there's it becomes part of the media players. It's a new window, a new area of the software, but also on the hardware. So you can actually control them from the hardware panel. So if you have one of our ATEM, either the 2ME or the 1ME control servers. But you're able to see the files by name. You can actually set it up so that when you trigger, when you go to take a camera, or a VTR rather, it'll play the hyperdeck as you take it. So you can set up a lot of pre-rolls, things like that. A lot of macros will work really well to be able to hit a macro, so it'll do a record, or hit a macro, it'll play back in slow-mo. So a lot of integration of the software and the hardware to get a real full-end solution.
Because that's a big upgrade, because before the media store was really limited to DVE effects, right? A couple frames of video playback for stingers, essentially. Now this is a full media playback capabilities that have been added on to the ATEM switchers.
Right, by using the hyperdeck as that source, but having it integrated just like the media players were. That's what we're trying to bring to it.
And then instant replay, is it just playing back in real time, or can we add some slow-mo effects? And how do we determine in and out points?
Well, the software has the ability to play back in slow motion, and you can set up in points and out points, and there's some great little macro tools that the guys are showing to be able to show you how some of these can come about. But yeah, you can play in slow-mo or fast motion if you had to.
Thank you very much, Bob. This has been updates from Blackmagic Design at NAB 2016. My name is Shawn Lam for Streaming Media Producer.